Well, hi there. I did a recent video about how I made a super duper minimal wallet out of these stick-on mobile phone credit card holders that are available from the likes of Amazon for way under £5 for a pack of 3. They're supposed to stick on the back of your mobile phone and use it to put your credit cards and a bit of cash folded into there or whatnot. And what I did was I just stuck 2 together back to back and made a super duper minimal wallet. I'll put a link up at the end of this video to my video showing you that. Now, I'm not a big fan of carrying a load of unnecessary gear on me at all times, but it struck me that these could be really useful as a really small but adaptable, stretchable EDC pouch that's super minimal, but you can still fit a load of real useful gear in there, but a super micro mini EDC pouch. Always on my person every day is a small flashlight torch carried around my neck on a little bit of paracord clipped to my pocket. I'll always carry a Swiss Army knife of some kind, and I've always got my phone on me. They're my kind of EDC essentials, never leave home without them. But to have a little backup emergency kit with a few extra bits and bobs can be dead useful, I suppose, and these make excellent super minimal little holders for a tiny bit of EDC gear. I see a ton of videos about, you know, micro kits, Altoids, tins, kits and everything, but this is just so adaptable. Carries everything securely because it's got this stretchy, elasticated material on it. No rattling, no shaking, thinner than an Altoids tin. Super cheap, super handy. I just wanted to show you how all this backup gear can fit in one of these. So your cash card, these are credit card size holders. Cash card, well, I haven't needed to use my cash card for quite a few years now. My phone handles all my payments. I can get money out at a cash machine using my phone, and if I need to, one of the payments I've done on my phone. So I'm not even going to take my cash card with me. I am going to take a £20 note for just in case, for whatever reason, the contactless payments machine at whatever establishment I'm at is not working. £20 note. If I need to get some emergency fuel for my car or something, there's a £20 note. Let's just slide that in there. I do like to carry a few little bits of notepaper just in case I need to leave a note for somebody or jot something down.
Just slide that in the back of there behind the cash.
That paper's actually out of one of these little Rhodia, Block Rhodia number 10 little notebooks. And the paper fits perfectly behind there. Just a couple of sheets to have handy just in case. I could shove a couple of plasters in there, a couple of different sizes for just in case, especially if I'm out with the kids. Cuts and bruises happen fairly often. Just slide them in there. Next thing I'm going to shove in there, I bought some of these little clear plastic credit card holders, protectors off of Amazon or something. They were just a couple of quid, credit card sized, but they are slightly too big to fit in this credit card sized holder. So what I did was I offered this up to the holder and just snip the end off there, that side. So I've now got like half of one of these clear holders in there. And then into this, I slip a P38 can opener. I do come across cans without ring pulls still fairly often. Like sometimes if I'm at work, I need to open a can and it might not have a ring pull. So I just like to shove one of those in there. Really excellent can openers. And also I've got a Victorinox Quattro screwdriver in there. Depending on what Swiss Army knife I'm carrying, I might not have a little Phillips driver on it. This has 4 different tips of screwdrivers on there, 2 different size Phillips. Yeah, they're kind of 2D, but they do work, and 2 different size of flatheads. Can't get a ton of torque on this, but it can be quite useful. It's wafer thin. So I just slide that into where the can opener is. Another thing that can come in dead useful is a little safety pin. Use this as a phone SIM card ejector for unclogging your car's wash wipers. Should you pop a button off your trousers, use that to secure it in place, whatever. Again, it's tiny, but it's potentially quite a useful item. So I just shove that in alongside those 2. The reason why I've even bothered putting it in this plastic case is because these have got pointy edges and potentially they could pop a little hole in this stretchy material. So they're in there, they're safe, they're secure, and that fits nicely in there so that these items can't escape from the side. But just to make sure, I've got a couple of tiny neodymium magnets in there. And if I just pop those apart and put them on there, they act as a little door holder to stop things falling out of this tiny pouch. Also, magnets potentially could come in useful. So that little tiny mini toolkit will just slide down there as well. So that's still a nice slim package, right? All those useful bits in there already. I don't always carry a lighter, but you can bung a lighter in there. Could be useful. Like I said, I carry a flashlight around my neck. And you do have a flashlight on your mobile phone, don't you? But this Nightcore Tube V2 is an excellent low profile little rechargeable 55 lumens variable output brightness keychain flashlight. If you don't want one on your keychain, if you don't want to use your phone, if you don't want one around your neck, you can just slide one of those in there as well. I've got some notepaper in there. I normally have a pen on my Swiss Army knives. If I'm carrying one that doesn't have it, well, this is just a shortened cut down pen refill with a bit of heat shrink tubing shrunk round it just to give it a little bit more structure. Slide that in there as well. The useful item, I think, to carry is some painkillers, paracetamol, ibuprofen, whatever. There's a couple of them there. Let's just slide those in there too. Fold the flap over. There you go. That's all held in there really securely. Nothing's moving, nothing's falling out. It's not rattling about. I've actually stuck two together here. So in theory, there's a whole nother flap on the other side to bung a load more gear in. You want a Swiss Army knife? Bung one in there. You want a bigger Swiss Army knife? Alox Bantam? Shove one in there. Super slim, super minimal, super compact. If this was just a one layer one, well, stick that on the back of your phone if you want. I mean, that's going to make your phone a bit bulky, innit? But yeah, the options with this kind of setup are only limited by what you want to carry, really. Like I say, I don't need to carry that torch in there. So I could slip my front door key in there if I wanted to. My car key is a bit too bulky to fit in there. But yeah, slip a set of keys in there. Got a little emergency whistle in there. Slip one of those in there if you want. Take the lighter out, you've got a load more room for other things in there. Yeah, only limited by what you want to carry. Because it's stretchable, it's going to expand to take whatever you want it to. Excellent, adaptable, stretchy, durable option for carrying a micro mini EDC kit, should you feel the need to. As I said in my other video, this one I made, I think over 2 years ago, and it's holding up really well. There's a bit of bobbling on there. It has stretched out a little bit compared to this new one, but it still holds all my stuff really securely. Yeah, so just putting a new spin on this idea. What do you think? Really hope this has been of some use to someone. Thank you for your viewerage, and I really hope you'll stay tuned for the next one. Thanks very much. Adios.